them out. They said, no, you never had no damn counsel. You lying piece of shit, you. And that's why your thing is crumbling, man. And all those zombies that you have on the front row, man, like Asaph and what's the other guy? Yawasop is a fucking idiot, man. He's just an idiot. What's his the Lima's real name? Adun, Asaph. They just go with you because you probably slipping them something, man. They making a little cheddar, man. They're getting some goodies. These other guys that are leaving you, man, they're leaving you because they're saying, look, we keep giving this guy something, we ain't getting nothing in return, man. So they want to go on their own with their women and shit, They're leaving you, man. And then you say, hey, Nate, you tell them people don't window shop. That's what you get for window shopping. You know what we say to our people? Window shop. Check out all them videos, man. We ain't scared that you're going to run into General Johanna's video and then all of a sudden leave us and shit. If you leave us to go with Johanna, man, you need to leave, man. You need to leave, man.
Let me just bring this out. Back that up. 1 John chapter 4, verse 1. It says, Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits. Whether they are of the Most High.
That means window shop. That means window shop. Hey, I'm going to show you another thing, like the dude that I call the Black Don Quixote down there in Atlanta. The tall dude, got the full beard, real tall. That Shaka likes. He said, I like this guy. When he confronted the ISU, the IUIC, he read a scripture, right? And we're gonna go through that too. In the book of Isaiah, the 14th chapter, where it speaks about the strangers, and he said those were Edomites. I'm gonna show you that those are Israelites. All right.
That's right, man. It said, Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of the Most High, because many false prophets are going out into the world. And that's why y'all don't like us, because we get out on false prophets. Nate's a false prophet. He lied. Everybody that was there at that council know that council was based on Cornelius being an Israelite. All the other stuff, when we was bringing out which the Lord gave us the information through the apostles and us studying, that the Italians were Jakes. A lot of the Italians, not all of them, but a lot of them were Jakes.
Yep. Well, yeah, and then like I said, I'm going right back. Yeah, the Italians being Israelites, and I had the book. I'm talking about that night at the council. That was 1996 or 97, somewhere around there. Because I was at that time I was dealing with my woman who was an Italian woman, okay, which she's an Israelite, and she actually went and got her family history. And came at her because we used to be that's why I met her. We used to work. We had an oil table just back in the 90s when you could still make money selling oils. We had a goddamn oil table right down in Bowling Green, which is Battery Park. But remember that this is pre 9/11. This is back when New York was still New York, and you could have an oil table and make all kind of money, man. You could just go to damn Brooklyn, the Medinas.
You can make money.
You can make. Not all kind of money.
You can make money.
You can make money. Well, certain niggas made all kind of money because they had the shit monopolized. The Muslims made and the Central Command made all kind of money because they had like 100 oil tables out there. They had brothers working. That means Lahab, Yashawan, General Yohana, right?
Which are all back in the world except for Yohana. He's back in the world, but that's an acting job.
Yeah, it's an acting job. But anyways, in other words, the Lord blessed us with our daily bread, man. We made money on the table enough to where we were able to re-up and we were able to eat and have gas money and stuff like that. A couple of dollars in our pocket through the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. But anyways, I met a woman down there on the table, and at that time we were still when I first met her, we was actually still with One West. And she kept coming around, and I was kind of talking to her. I didn't really deal with her yet. Because, that's back when we was in that mentality, Edomite, and you wasn't supposed to deal with Edomite women, which really, that wasn't in the scriptures, no way, that you couldn't deal with an Edomite woman. And you had certain, you can't marry them. You could pop them. You can't fall in love with them. You can't be marrying them and all that.
Well, I'll say this. You shouldn't deal with them other nations because a lot of you guys are weak and you'll fall in love with them, man.
Gun.
So I agree with you guys. You shouldn't be getting with them women from other nations, man.
Yep.
But a lot of you guys fall off because you get with a Jake woman. She you fall in love with her and she leads you, because she's a heathen, man.
Yep.
She's a heathen. Like all those guys in the black conscious community, start looking at them guys as heathens, man.
Yep.
They are Kemet, man.
They're Kemet.
So look at them as such. They're not Israelites.
Yep.
They're heathens, man. They're actual heathens, man. They're of another nation. Okay.
Yep. Hey, well, wait a minute, Dave. I'll prove it to you. Well, I'm gonna read this scripture in Matthews, but I'm gonna tell. Wait a minute, man. That was the whole beef, and it goes right back into the same topic we're talking about. Going back 2,000 years ago, during the time of Yahushua, even, and then after Yahushua came and ascended and went back, and then going into when Peter had to go to Cornelius, and then after that, Paul rose up. The whole beef was, Paul, what the hell you doing, man? You with them Gentiles, man. Them heathens. So, but you know what? Them guys in Jerusalem, the Jews, they knew that them people were actually Israelites. They knew it. Or not all of them. They thought some of them were actually heathens. But they knew that Israel was out there. But their attitude was like, well, look, man, yeah, we know that their descendancy is of Israel, but they're heathens. They've been heathens for these guys. Some of them, they were for the past a couple of 100 years. They've been living like heathens. So they're heathens, man. So why are you going, Paul, trying to convert these damn heathens, man? You're just supposed to be here trying to deal with Israel and Jerusalem, right? So that's the whole damn thing. But the thing is this, the Gentile issue. Now that woman that I was dealing with, she wasn't a damn Edomite, no way. She was an Israelite woman. And in actuality, I didn't really actually get with her until that was confirmed. Hey, because she went and actually researched her shit, and then came at Apostle to her and said, look, I went to the Italian consulate and this, that, and her ancestry goes back to Naples and Sicily. And then we started doing the research and the history, and then Apostle Tahar even told me, hey, brother, wait, that woman's an Israelite. You could deal with her. Because we started doing the research. Then we got the book. There was a book, which the book is still available. You can find it somewhere, Golden Age of the Moor.
Anybody got that? We're going to go into this. We're going to go into this downtown, too.
Gun. We got the book, Golden Age of the Moor. For you brothers out there, you can get the book. Go on Amazon, whatever you go around the bookstores. You get lucky, you'll find it. And you got to read the book, man. And it goes into the history of the Moors, man, proving that the people that was in southern Italy, and not just southern Italy, because when you read that same book, it tells you that the Moors just didn't stay in southern Italy. They went up into goddamn the Vatican, man, and they sacked the Vatican City. So even in northern Italy, you got the sins of the Moors up there. Up in Rome. The Moors went up in the goddamn Rome.
Well, what you got to understand, you got people from, when you go into the history of the southern Italians, they were taken over by several different dark nations, but mainly was the Moors. That was one of the major nations, and the Moors were jakes. The Moors were niggas, as Dennis Hopper would say in that famous scene. Okay. And he said they did so much effing that they changed the whole face of that area, right? Now I work with this woman. Her husband owned. They were co-owners of this company, right?
What are you talking about?
And she's just saying, yeah. And I told her that, and she said, you preaching to the choir. I already know. I know I'm black. But she said she went into the history of it because she goes back and forth to Sicily, right? So she said, what did she say? She said, the word mafia come from when the white Italians were getting raped by the Moors. The woman would yell out, mafia, which means my family. That's her story. But there's many different stories. And basically what the Moors did, which that's what we would do if we went to this place where there was an all blonde-haired, blue-eyed Edomite woman, and we went in there as an army, and we took that place over, we wouldn't have no need for the white man. We would just line them up and kill them all, systematically destroy them, and then we just rape the woman. What they going to do? They ain't going to do nothing. And then the kids that you had, when you go into law, the kids that you had, if a noble man had popped a woman in another, like a heathen, they were considered monsters. They were considered monsters, where that goes back to human. I forget what law dictionary you got to go to. I think I got it. But the word human which they call us the human race. Humans are like they're subhuman, for lack of a better term, of the nobles. If you are human, you are lower than the nobles. But the nobles pop those other women from other nations, but they were their children, so they were noble any damn way. But because they look lighter, they call them humans. And then the word links back to monsters, but I gotta go into